Hey folks, it's day 88 NoFap, and that's day 29, no porn or porn subs. I'm trying out a few things differently today, because, I think I mentioned last time, like, seeing, like, a lot of, like, space in my mind is clearing up, and with it, space in my day, and, one of the biggest things I've been wanting to do for years is, uh, get out of that whole, like, being a night person, night owl mentality, and you're really seeing that being up and early and at it in the morning early is one of the keys, I think, to me succeeding in life. So uh, one thing I did today that I was kind of doing to fight procrastination was to go to the gym earlier, and I did an hour and a half of cardio. Burned, let me see, how many calories did I burn? It was officially 757 on the readout, so to speak. Like, it was like an hour long session and a half an hour session. So, but I've been told that there's about those, like, numbers on there about 75% accurate. So, 757 times 0.75. So, about 568 calories, a little bit under it, which which is good. I think you have to create like a 500 calorie deficit per day in order to lose a pound of fat off your body per week. So I'm thinking I aim for that kind of number, an hour and a half of cardio. Um, and eventually, I'll switch more over to calisthenics so I can do some actual, like, muscle building. But I was watching this one video on YouTube. I've been watching a series of this guy's videos. Ivan Blasquez, I guess is his name. Um, and one of the things he was talking about was, like, difference between cardio and calisthenics for weight loss or for fat loss, and people wanting to get six packs and that sort of thing. And it's something that's mentioned by, I guess, to a certain extent, by other YouTubers like Radio Antonio from Think It Eat Lift, and also, who else? Oh, Calisthenic Movement. That group, they they mentioned that as well. That cardio is, well, I don't say cardio in itself, but they said that, what is it? It's basically like low body fat percentage is the thing that they mentioned. Sorry, I kind of jumped ahead. I didn't mention what it was, and then okay, they all said this, but um, the thing they mentioned and kind of emphasized is that, well, not kind of, but heavily emphasizes the fact that you should go through a cut first, lose that fat off your body first, and then go and try to build the muscle. In part because you'll see the results, because if you have a high body fat percentage and you keep on building muscle, you're not going to see, and you're gonna look, to yourself at least, like you're putting on more and more weight, and and so that's what I'm really aiming at right now, is to essentially cut the fat. So hence why I'm doing all this cardio, and I've been doing intermittent fasting. And even if I don't have coffee or tea in the morning, with no 0 calorie sweetener, I don't eat anything. Um, I'm gonna try at least replace it with just some cold water or so. Yeah, maybe if I can get like a lifetime supply of sparkling mineral water, I can drink that because I really like the taste of that, and that has no calories, no sweetener in it or anything. So, but yeah, so I did my cardio earlier today than I usually do, because so much of the time, like, it's kind of like an overall mentality of procrastination. I'm gonna shift this around a bit. Procrastination, and I've found, like, it kind of does relate to NoFap in a sense, and NoFap, no PMO, that sort of thing, because um, to me, somebody who's addicted to porn, you're gonna, like, see it kind of reverberate onto the rest of their life. That's why, when people start getting onto NoFap, no porn, no porn subs, all that kind of stuff, when they start eliminating that kind of thing, and they start really focusing on the general idea of self betterment, you see that it kind of becomes like a keystone habit. It affects then how they eat, how they exercise, if they exercise or not, um, how they take care of their hygiene, if they do or not. They start doing that kind of stuff more and more. They start, a lot of times they start getting into reading, because the brain space, kind of starts clearing up. I'm borrowing off the train's term, but that brain space starts being freed up more and more, and so they start putting other things in there like reading more books, developing an exercise routine, learning about nutrition and applying it, all those sorts of things. Even like financially getting a job, learning how to get a job, and learning skills that can help them financially and career wise and so on. And so it's looking at this whole mental problem, which is manifested physically of procrastination. While I'm thinking like one thing I can do that's a little bit easier to start like the ball rolling is to do exercise earlier in the day. And so I made it a point to go to the gym while the sun was still up, and I went there. I think it was around. When did I go there? I think it was around like maybe 4:35. I think because it's about 7:02. It's 7:02 p.m. right now. It's about a little bit past 7, and it takes me like 15 minutes to walk there and back. And then I went and actually got my burrito, my after my post workout meal. So that took some time, but I think I went there. Might have been actually a bit earlier, but yeah, I went there earlier and I got that done because most of the time I'm like, I get to like I don't know 8 9 p.m. and it's like, oh crap, I forgot to do my exercise today. I gotta go up there in the middle of the night and try to get to the gym. And some days, like if it's on like the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they close either at 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. And if it's that late, well then there goes my day of exercise. I can't get anything done because I mean I could go out running at night, or I could do calisthenics, but there's this area I'm in. There's been a lot of like people getting mugged, and there's even a shooting over at this Jack in the Box, which is just across the street from my school. And yeah, it's really not that safe of an area to be going out that late. And besides, it's kind of like even if I did go running, even if I did go someplace and do a bunch of push-ups and crunches and all that kind of stuff, it's like it's almost like it's justifying the general habit of procrastinating, putting things off until way late because I'll just spend an hour or two or three or four. I'll stay up all night, pull an all-nighter, and get whatever it is that I put off. I'll get that done, and then I can go back to procrastinating, which is something that I really need to stop doing. It's been one of my biggest problems in life, and um, given that being on NoFap, being on no PMO, being on NoFap for almost 3 months now. Day after tomorrow will be day 90 for NoFap, and getting on a month of no porn or porn subs, it's literally changed my outlook and made me like be way more motivated, not just interested in, but motivated in self improvement, self betterment. And I'm trying to take that whole mentality, that whole like set of ideas, and apply it to other areas of my life. And physically speaking, like it's a heck of a lot easier for me to just start off with, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym no later than 5 p.m. And then maybe dial it back to 3, and then so on. And then I would love to be getting up at like 6 a.m. and going to the gym around 7 a.m. 6:37, whenever they open. I think they open up at 7 a.m. and just going there and doing an hour of cardio in the morning right off the bat, because not only could I be doing fasted cardio, but it would be a heck of a lot easier. And because I have only been up for an hour, hour and a half, I wouldn't be like up for 4 or 5 hours and then having to fight the urge to go get that food as opposed to exercise. And I would just get it done, get it out of the way, and then I can move on to whatever else I need to get done during the day. And I wouldn't have this sort of nagging like, you missed your exercise, you need to get that done, and then having to choose between doing that or studying, or getting assignments done or whatever. So, yeah, that's one thing that I'm doing, one big thing I'm doing to kind of initiate a sort of shift in my day-to-day routine and my outlook in life. And I do feel it's rooted in NoFap and no PMO, because it's just that sort of that change from not really caring, not giving a crap about yourself and your own improvement and and whether or not you're really doing anything to help yourself, and going from that state to actually caring, and of course, a lot of it had to do with like me having to contend with or bring front and center and resolve underlying issues that were causing me to not care about myself, causing me to not feel good about myself, causing me to not do those things that would actually better my life because I felt in a sense that I didn't deserve better. And because I felt that I didn't deserve better, I ended up doing things that caused me to not deserve better or to not get better results, in a sense. So I'm starting off with that whole routine of going in earlier, even if it's at 5 p.m. That's still when the light's out, or if it's 4 p.m. That's when the sun's still out, and I can just get it, rooted in my mind that exercise is during the day when the sun's up, not when the sun's down and you're having to rush to get a bunch of things done. And I hope that me getting up and getting into that routine, that it'll kind of ripple out into other areas, so that maybe maybe I'll find it easier to get that hour of reading of my textbook or whatever done early in the day, and just get that rooted in here, and from the conscious, from the prefrontal cortex back to the lower brain, getting it rooted in there, and so therefore I'll have that habit, and I'll be able to do it on autopilot. I won't have to think about it, Like, I'm getting to the point where I don't have to think about no fapping, not saying no to the fap, as opposed to having to fight it, because it's just like it's part of my thing, that my routine today is, each day is like, don't fap. It's not the thing I do, I have all these other things I can do with my time, and things I can do to cope with negative emotions and so on, and understanding where they come from, and etc., etc. So yeah, I think that's the big thing I want to talk about. It's a big thing that I accomplished today, because I usually just put that off and put that off and put that off, and yeah. And one thing I did do before I left was I set up my laptop with the PDF of my textbooks and my homework assignments opened up, so I can, once I get the shower done, once I get my food eaten and the shower done, and maybe one or two other things, I can get right on to that reading. I might just start right now and at least get it running in my head, so that when I come back out, it's already sitting there in my mind and I can just go back into it. So yeah, the big thing today has been getting the exercise done early, and applying the positivity and the self-care mindset of NoFap to other areas of my life. So yeah, anywho, again, it's day 88 NoFap, day 29 no porn or porn subs. Tomorrow will be 1 month without any porn or porn subs, which will be awesome, and the day after that will be day 90 NoFap. So looking forward to that. Tomorrow I might try to do something a little bit special, if I can get up early enough, get going early enough. I might just go out on a couple hour walk to this one national park that's close. Well, it's within 2.5 hours of walking from my house. If I had a car, I could get there faster. I do have a bike, but I'm not really too keen on getting on the road and trying to bicycle over there. Yeah, because then you gotta avoid cars and whatnot, and I would just rather walk. But if I can get over to there, or just get to some new location, I might do that as a sort of a special thing for that day. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. Helps me in my journey, and I hope that my videos help someone else out there. Anyone, just even just saying that someone can get to that point, and maybe some of my tips or my tricks or my ideas, or what have you, can help you get further on your journey of life, your NoFap journey, what have you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for taking time out of your life to watch my videos. And see you around next time tomorrow for day 89 NoFap and 1 month of being porn free and porn sub free. So thanks, and bye.